separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis, but the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oregon Ducks. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Okada. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Oregon State Beavers offense will have the first crack at it in this one. A program whose history is built on speed. Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to play a year ago. They were ready for a war. They came out, they took it to Oregon State. They didn't back off, Jesse. That game meant a lot to them.
Yeah, they just caught fire early, and Oregon State couldn't put the fire out.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
He's got it on the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's caught. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Beavers have this offense rolling. Wants to throw again. That's caught. It's Proctor. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. And the Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Right down the middle. Got his man. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The Beavers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run it on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So Oregon's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Snap it to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Beavers send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotion surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football. Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Finds a man in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. A 1st down run in the red zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Floats it out in space. Touchdown, Ducks! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Beavers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. With the catch, it's Okada. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down. Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Working the middle, it's complete. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. The Beavers with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Proctor. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Beavers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Beavers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. One final play before the end of the quarter. Now they'll run it to the right here. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the 1st quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Shoots it to the left. Complete on the comeback. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Offense working from the pistol. Going to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Steps away to find some room. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Ducks are on the move. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Motion from the wideout. Going to swing it on second down. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Oregon! A great catch and run for 6. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
14, Oregon State, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Looking to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be fourth down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. Hunt is in the air. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the left. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Gets rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that one.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Firing to the right, complete. At the 45, on its way. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. Turning it on. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. Under fire. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The lone back's got it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Back to pass on second down. Got his man on the outside. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Going right to work up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fires to the big fella, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. So now it's second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Beavers decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Going to take a shot on second and short. He's got him. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Got his man on the right. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I know that one falls incomplete. I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here between the Ducks and Beavers. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Oregon and Oregon State plays out.
And the Beavers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They're dealing with a second and long. The give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete to the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Beavers line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Ducks! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns are coming up big.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. First down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now, limits the options a little bit more. 2nd down after that loss of yards play.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down. Try to barge their way in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Yeah, they're just trying to pound the football into the end zone there on 3rd down. They don't get it. Now it sets up 4th and 1. What do you do here?
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Beavers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and they need just a little space if they can find it. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The give to the back. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. And the Beavers will punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Got it near midfield. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the quick decision that he made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right on the money. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to throw. Got his man downfield. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard.
Intercepted deep in his own end. He'll try to take it back.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize, they get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Ducks are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. On the move at the 30. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Takes the easy completion. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. The Ducks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
Get set, get set. Ready, go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play. They need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They punted away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid. Pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hart. The screen. He can go. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Ducks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the... And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Beavers!
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room. It's short. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
A strike downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
52, Oregon State, 10.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Okada. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who outclass the Beavers.